I'm Ode. That's Vicky. I'm me. You're you. We are we.
Oh my god, that was
That's
so
cheesy,
corny.
right? The You, Me,
Oh my
We
goodness.
podcast. Vicky, how are you?
Good.
I am good. We wanted to get on here and what's the phrase? Get it while it's hot. And what is that hot topic of the week, Vicky, or the past 2 weeks?
Really? Has it been for the past 2 weeks?
Yes, because I feel like I did hear a podcast talk about it last Saturday. So it has been maybe 2 weeks. So what are we talking about today?
It's like a list. Well, I think it started with like a skit of a girl that was refusing to like get out of the car because her date took her to Cheesecake Factory.
The very classy Cheesecake Factory.
And actually, I think it was even before that. Yeah, you're right. It has been a few weeks because it was the girl that said that she doesn't do coffee dates.
Oh, yes. I
Because
heard of
she
that one.
wastes-
I didn't see it.
Because I mean, and honestly, I'm not saying that I agree with her, but
You don't drink coffee.
if you use NARS makeup, if you buy NARS makeup,
Wait,
when she made that point about how much her makeup costs, like just the foundation, like just the concealer for that brand. Because she was saying that she
Okay.
doesn't do coffee dates because then that would mean that she would have to get, like she would have to step out of her house presentable and put on her very expensive makeup. And if you wear NARS or if you buy NARS, you know that it for like a little bottle that's like this big, this wide, it really is like $40. It's a very expensive makeup.
wait.
And when she made that point, I was like,
How's this
I don't
tie in?
agree with her, but about NARS, I agree with her because I don't even wear NARS every day. I don't even put it on for everyday stuff.
Oh, so you have the expensive stuff?
Hell yeah.
Okay, so with that list, here's some of the things that were on the list.
Okay,
right?
wait, before anybody gets lost. So she was
Go ahead.
saying that she doesn't do coffee dates because to even just whip out the good makeup, her makeup, it's more than what a person's going to be spending on coffee, and that's not a good use of her time. I'm not saying that I agree with her, but I
Make a note of that.
understood what she meant when she referenced how expensive her makeup is, because I use it and it is very expensive, and I, like her, am very selective on when I wear it.
So remind me what this was. Was this places a man shouldn't take you on a first date or just on a date? I can't recall if it was just a date
So
or a first date.
I see it as a first date.
Okay. So can we just stick with that? We'll stick with that for the
Yeah,
conversation?
yeah.
All right. So
Because it was the preface of the first date, and it was the
Uh-huh.
same thing with the girl in the car. Again, that was a skit, but
yeah.
the girl in the car that she's like, you're not about to, like, I'm not going to Cheesecake Factory for a first date. Like, that's cheap.
So those places
Well, I don't know if
included.
she said cheap, but.
So it was a list of about 28.
So then a list was eventually
Yeah.
produced.
And some of the takeaways were like all the chain places.
All the big chain
the
places.
Applebee's, the Chili's, the Chipotle's, ice cream dates. We got a list in front of us.
Well, I mean, I'll just read it off. It is this in order, numerical order, how
Okay, go
it's
ahead.
listed. Cheesecake Factory, Applebee's, Chili's, Chipotle, Olive Garden, the movies, your house, any fast food chain, Buffalo Wild Wings, Wingstop, Red Lobster, a buffet, IHOP, Denny's, the gym, church, Starbucks, coffee dates, ice cream dates, family functions, movie night, and in parentheses, Netflix, Hulu, etc. Somewhere that requires a long drive, bowling, nightclubs, hookah bar, a bar just for drinks, Waffle House, and sports events.
So here's my question.
And I said for the majority of that list,
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
What is the point of the first date?
I think the point of the first date is to make and solidify an impression on the person that you're trying to court.
Can I only do that? Okay, out of that list, where is it impossible for a good impression to be made? And what is a good impression?
So for me,
Mm-hmm.
when I saw this list, I agreed with most of this list because, and not for other people, for myself.
I got your prefacing with that.
Well, yeah, because I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah,
what
yeah.
other people are into, but for myself,
Chipotle.
if at this age and stage of my life, and I were to be single, and somebody asked me out on a date, and then we end up at Wingstop, I'm gonna place my order to go and dip. Like
Oh,
I'm not
you're still
staying.
you're still getting the food.
Well, I mean, you took me there. I'm gonna get my food that
Okay.
I'm gonna pay for, and I'm gonna take my ass back to my house. Because if you were pursuing me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even if it was just simply, oh, I would love to take you on a date, that's pursuing.
Okay.
If you're pursuing me, and you see me and you equal, I really want to make a good impression with this person, and take me to Wingstop, we not on the same page. Like, we're already starting off on the wrong foot. No more steps need to be taken. I'm good. I'm going back to my house. So out of this list, I'm okay with Cheesecake Factory. I'm okay with Applebee's, no. Chili's, no. Chipotle, no. Olive Garden, no. The movies, no. Your house, hell no.
Okay, why? Okay.
Any fast food chain, no.
So some of the chains. No, wait. So Cheesecake Factory's not a chain? Or are you
Any
talking about
fast food chain.
Okay, so out of that, I don't want to say top tier, mid tier. There's fast food. There's low tier. There's a McDonald's. No offense to McDonald's. I live off you. McDonald's, Wendy's,
Don't say
the burger. I do. not that you don't cook, but every chance I get, I'll probably get McDonald's a lot. We've talked about this on the podcast. Vicky cooks. That's a good woman. She cooks. Good wife. But I'll put a ring on it. The McDonald's, the Wendy's, or whatever.
That's a hell no.
Then there's I would say the top tier chains are the cheesecakes and the right.
Well, those are more like restaurants because you're being served.
That's what I was getting
Hospitality
at.
is
So where's
part of the
Buffalo Wild
package.
Wings? I don't know, where's Wingstop and Buffalo Wild Wings in that?
That's
where are they in
fast
that
food.
tier? That's fast food.
Yeah.
Because Buffalo.
You're placing your order, and within minutes, your order is ready. That's fast food.
Okay.
Listen, for me, don't take me to no chicken spot.
Okay.
It ain't my thing.
And then we can't be together.
It is not my thing. Chicken
Okay.
spots gross me out. I don't care what chicken spot it is. The only chicken spot you could take me, and not on a first date, is Chick-fil-A. I don't do, corner chicken spots. They all gross me out. I don't do Buffalo Wild Wings unless it's like an actual order. Right? When we go to Buffalo Wild Wings, I always end up getting like a sandwich. It's not my thing. It's not. Wingstop is like bottom tier chicken spot.
Listen
Like
here,
that. That's like
chicken.
right above Kennedy Fried Chicken. Wingstop is like decorated Kennedy Fried Chicken to me. It's garbage.
To all chicken spots, the views and opinion of Vicky do not reflect those of the entire You Me We Podcast Corporation. Chicken, I love you. Chicken, you is kind.
Really,
You
Ode?
would-
Don't do that.
Whatever. Listen. Shout out to chicken.
I don't do. Okay. So I'm okay with Cheesecake Factory, ice cream day, and bowling. That's it. And the drink and a place for drinks, it has to be somewhere where the aesthetic is really nice. Where,
What?
like the decor is very nice.
Now, I'm referring to the content of the date. What about the content of the date?
Well, the content is prefaced by the location, which is why most of those places cancel themselves out. You're not going to take me to Red Lobster. They use carpet on their flooring. That's disgusting.
Okay. We are dating. Okay. We're on a date. It's going to sound weird. In a void, meaning there's just nothing around. It's just a chair, white space, and we're having a conversation. We're getting to know each other. We're laughing, all that stuff, right? That's what you would want from a good date. Like, you're getting to know that person. Replace that white. Why if that white nothingness is replaced it with Cheesecake Factory or replaced.
Well, I'm okay with Cheesecake Factory. So
Okay,
you
no.
gotta use a
I'm saying
different
why is it that if that void was replaced with Cheesecake Factory, it was continue to work. But if you replaced it with the surroundings, same table, chair, you're still seated, you're still talking, you're still having a great conversation. You replace that instead of Cheesecake Factory, it's Buffalo Wild Wing or it's a
No.
Starbucks or it's whatever.
No, we're not even talking.
We're still having the same conversation.
We
We're
wouldn't,
still
we wouldn't
getting
even
to know
be
each other.
having.
We're still laughing.
We wouldn't even have a conversation.
Okay.
I'm telling you, we're not even going that route.
Because
We walk in. If you pull me up to a Wingstop, it's a dub. You pull me up to any of these places, it's a dub. I'm definitely not going to your house. It's a first date. Then I don't know you. Why would I go to your house? Equally, why would I go to a long drive with you? You are stranger danger. I don't know you. We're not going on a long drive. I'm not going to your house, and we're not doing a movie night. And movies as a first date, what are we, 12? That's a terrible first date. Do not take people to the movies unless they're movie enthusiasts. Like, that's their thing, and they've communicated that to you and taken them to, like, a special showing of something. Other than that, don't do that.
The reason
not
why
at this age.
I was focusing on, 'cause I feel like the conversation, not our conversation, but the overall conversation, a lot of the back and forth started because some people interpreted other people's response as, oh, it's all about money and flashiness and whatever, while some people were like I was asking, why are we going on this first date? Is it trying to get to know each other? And you can do that at Starbucks, you can do that at Chick-fil-A, you can do that at Chris Michael's or whatever, was that fancy? Michael Chris? I don't know. And I feel like those were the two sides I saw. There was a side, there was that whole other post where they said, here are the places that these delusional women think we're going to take them. And it was like, Ruth Chris, swimming with dolphins, skydiving, helicopter rides, Chart House. I guess that's another expensive place.
Yeah, we went to Chart House.
Oh, we did? Oh,
yes.
Look at us. Oh, go me. When did we go to Chart House?
Wow.
Oh, is that where? Oh.
And my mom's birthday. Oh, no, you weren't there.
Is that where? Okay.
Yes, where we met.
Yeah, that's how broke I am. I don't even know when I'm able to to wine and dine my lady.
And you know what? At my age, where I'm at in my life right now,
okay,
absolutely Chart House. If you're taking me on a first date, absolutely.
Why?
Because you're trying to make an impression on me.
With my money or with the conversation?
You're trying to make an impression on me, which means that you need to be giving effort before we even talk. So if you're not even giving effort to try to take me somewhere nice, then why would I want to pursue anything else with you? That's what I want. I want effort. Show me that you tried. You taking me to Wingstop, that's not trying. That's lazy.
Can I take you on a
unless it's like Ciara, where it's like she loves Waffle House. Okay, so then he got her Waffle House. Okay, cool. If I've never expressed to you that I like any of these things, why are we here on a first date? That means no effort. That means you're not putting your best foot forward. And if you're not putting your best foot forward in the moment that we all know it absolutely matters, that's why there's no interest. I'm placing my order and I'm getting the fuck out of there.
My issue with some of these were the places that weren't conducive to a conversation.
Right, so that's why movies are terrible.
I had no issue with...
I like bowling.
I had no issue with the status of some places. I think that's what some people had issue with people's opinions. It seemed like it was over, like status or whatever. Somebody mentioned that, I think it was on the Joe Budden podcast, I think Ice mentioned the reason why some women have issue with some of these places that they don't make for good Instagram photos. And I'm sure we know some people like that.
And there is 100%. Oh, no, we definitely know people like that. Yeah. And again, there may be women who they need to be wined and dined. But I also say those women present themselves in that way to begin with. So if you're not stepping to them in the way that they're already presenting to you and you're trying to like humble them, like, why are you even doing this? They clearly give off what they expect. And you're over here trying to take them to Red Lobster. No, they are from the way that they put themselves together, from the way that they just scrolling on their social media will tell you these girls expect top of the line shit. Why are you trying to take them to Red Lobster?
So
that's on you.
I don't think any of, like, the fact that you said for you, I don't think any of these are bad date ideas, but like you said,
I think they're bad
know your
first
audience.
date
No.
ideas.
I think any one of them would know your audience. Like you said, know your audience.
100%
I think
know your
if
audience.
you know your audience and you know that you're the person you're taking out, they might literally love Denny's food.
Right. They might love the
and you
from
found that out.
them,
Yeah.
yes.
So you take them there, and they'll be like, oh, because in their eyes,
Right.
that's effort.
That's effort because you paid
found
attention
out, yeah.
and you're trying to cater to something that they like specifically.
Which is why
then that's okay.
Which is why some people had the issue of people automatically. No, people were knocking these places off of their own preference, but they were applying it to, no, this is just a bad place to go. No, it's a bad place for you.
Oh, and family functions. That's weird. Why are we having a first at a family function? That's fucking weird.
Those random places, such as those random items that they mentioned, like the long ride or the what was it, the family function, church, something like that. It made me think
Church makes sense if you're religious.
It made me think of it made me think of that show. I don't know if it was a show Next or something where they went on like random dates. It was MTV. They went on like random dates. They could stay on that date or say next, and another person will come out.
That's cool.
You would have seen it, but you were watching Salvador Gigante. So it reminded me of that and the dates would be random, but they were random awkward things they'd be doing, but it allowed for conversation. It allowed for awkward moments. So I could see someone somehow pulling off, let's go on a first date, and they take the person to the family barbecue. I could see, if they know the person, if you know the person's like type of comedy, I could see two people finding it agreeing that it's funny and awkward and just making the most of it. Like, yo, there could be a spin put on that. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
there could be a fun spin.
and it's know your audience.
Yeah.
Like, and social media has made it very easy for you
to learn your audience. Yeah,
exactly what that girl is expecting. But for me, all these places most of these places, except for the 3 that I mentioned. And again, a bar just for drinks is with contingencies. It has to be a really nice bar. A really nice bar.
I'm good with all of them. If you can get creative, again, if you know your audience, if it fits your audience, the person you're taking out, and you can put a twist on it. Because for some of y'all listening right now who agree that, well, I guess we know better now, but we agree that a movie's not the best option. Movie used to be the go-to option for some of us in high school.
Again, that's why I said, what are you, 12?
I know we're growing up, but we made it work. We had conversations while we were in there. We were doing other stuff while we were in there. But come on. But it was a go-to option. And people, you and I went to the movies and we kissed in the movie theater when we should have been watching whatever movie we were watching. Did we not?
When we were grown as hell.
Where was our... Even worse. Yeah, even worse. You just said, what are we, 12? You just said we were grown.
But that wasn't our first date.
What was our first date? Our first
official or unofficial?
Official was what, Dave & Buster's?
Yeah.
Is Dave & Buster's a good first date? If Dave & Buster's was on that list.
No, Dave & Buster's is something that would also be on that list.
And what would you have said?
What? If you took me... Well, I was in a different age and stage of my life, so I was cool with it.
So if Dave & Buster's...
That's why I said at this age and stage of my life, that's a hell no.
So you're saying my first date option was whack? Was a hell no?
It was fitting for where I was in my life at that moment.
But you're telling me now.
I'm telling you that if we were to meet now and you try to take me on a first date to Dave & Buster's now, it's a dub. I'm not even walking in with you.
Even if while we're there, we're having good conversation.
We're not, but that's the thing. You keep saying talking. While we're in there. No, you don't understand. I'm not getting out of my car. I'm leaving.
Oh, you're gonna be that person.
I'm absolutely leaving because at this age, hell to the no. Unless I express like, man, I really need to just like have old school fun. And then you're like, yo, old school fun, I got you. Meet me at Dave & Buster's. We're going to kill it at all the games. That's the only way that works.
Effort.
That's the only way that works. But if I have never communicated to you that I wanted to go to Dave & Buster's and you just send me the location and I go and I pull up and I see Dave & Buster's, I'm literally not stopping. I'm going to just drive right back to my damn house. At this age, no. Absolutely not. No.
You bougie?
It's not that I'm bougie, but I already know, like, I need to know that you are gonna make an effort from the first go around. Like, why would I stick around after that? If I prioritize effort, why would I stick around for that? You made no effort. You took me to somewhere that's lazy and convenient for you, which is what makes it lazy.
Lazy and convenient.
It was a lazy choice because it's something that you may like to do. So that means you didn't think of me, you didn't consider me, and therefore you made no effort. Why would I stick around when off the rip you're telling me it ain't gonna work? Because I know what I want, and you're already giving that you're not gonna have it.
Where are you taking me on our first date?
Where would I take you?
At this stage in our lives. You know me from, we got mutual friends. We're friends on social media. We're, circle of friends are the same.
I know exactly where I would take you.
Where are you taking me? Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Where are you taking me?
I would take you to the planetarium in Jersey City. Effort. You like Star Trek and Star Wars and all that weird nerdy shit. So I'm going to take you to where nerds go gather.
I guess. I don't know if I would want that for a first date. I loved that date that we did that for my birthday. Case. But that doesn't mean. But do I want it for a first date?
I don't know. That's up to you. I've made effort. I don't know. That's on you to decide.
No, and it goes back to some of these places. Even some of the places that people were saying, like, so are they good for? Again, know your audience. Because you might. Because the person. Oh, you might think. Oh, you know what? The person skydiving is extra. It's out there. It's extravagant. It's probably cost a lot. But is it good for a first date?
Right.
The person probably wanted to have some conversation with you, but no, you just put them in a life or death situation, and they're like, I just wanted to get to know you. I wanted to sit down and have a coffee or go on a walking, just walking and stopping in place. The reason why I couldn't do a fancy schmancy restaurant is because not only do I want to have conversation, I want to talk. I don't want to have to keep my voice at a certain level because you don't want to look
yeah,
crazy.
But fancy. But you're misconstruing with fancy schmancy.
No, I'm talking about some of those spots that people are mentioning. Oh, he took me to a 5-star whatever. Let's be honest. There's a certain way you're expected to carry yourself if you're in that place.
No. See, that's the one I want to clear up. It's not about it being a fancy schmancy date.
But
okay?
some people, that was the conversation. For some.
There's very few girls that I know that want to go to one of those kind of like, what is it called when they have like those designations because they're super fancy.
Yeah, like 5-star.
There's another name. They have like an indication that they are like
the whole,
top
Michelin
tier,
rated or whatever. Something
Michelin
like that.
star. Yeah, that they have Michelin star, right? I know very few girls that would actually want to go to a Michelin star restaurant. They'll be the first
ones pulling their phone out, taking the Instagram photo.
However, there are a lot of other way cheaper options
that are good for social
where
media.
the aesthetic is giving what the girls want to see, which is like the nice like flowers and the walls and the lighting and the bullshit, whatever. That's what they're looking for. So while you're thinking a Michelin star restaurant, the girls are like, I just want you to take me to a place where, the floor isn't made of fucking carpet. Where the decoration is actually part of like what's in decor as of this decade. Where the menu items is not... I don't know, same shit all the time where they rotate their menu. Like, make an effort, like don't take me to where you probably go have lunch all the time. Chili's. Don't take me to Chili's. Here's my thing. I feel like if you're gonna do something that's on this list as a first thing, my recommendation would be just run it by the other person. Like, hey,
there you go.
I know this ain't your thing, but would you be open to ABC when we meet up? I would, I feel like I just want to whatever, and you give whatever story you have to give to sell it. And if the person's like, yeah, that's not really my thing, then, move on to what you should be doing, which is putting your best foot forward for the first date. Again, all of these things worked for me when I was in college. I was cool with it. Why? Because I'm in college. I didn't care about any of that. I mean, never, Denny's. Literally never. I don't care how hungry I am. That is a hell to the no.
When I see nightclub, I think of...
I feel like nightclub is a...
No. But the first thing I thought of was back in the day, I'm sure people... I don't know what time, what years I'm looking at, but people would go out dancing, you know, and they would
Oh,
take them out
yeah.
dancing.
So then that's the other thing too.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna go to a nightclub. What kind of nightclub? Because if you're taking me to an American nightclub, no, that's a no. No,
Like-
no. We're not dancing. What we doing?
What if I took you first date to a nightclub, but hey, I'm gonna go out to remember the club we went to, but they were having the salsa class right before the club vibe
Oh
started.
my God, yeah.
Like, what if that was the
Where the
thing?
guy told me that I don't know how to dance bachata.
Well, what if that was the thing? Hey, we're going to the nightclub, but here's what it is. It's a dance class first. We're gonna do this dance class together. Here's a funny, awkward moment to do
That
together.
would be fun.
And then
that
we're gonna
would
stay.
be fine.
And then we're gonna stay there, and we're gonna mix and mingle with
Yeah,
each other.
I think
we're gonna,
that's a good first
we're
date.
gonna people watch. That's what I said. A lot of these locations are good. Put a creative spin on it. Know your audience, and all of these could work, in my opinion. All of these.
I need to hear
From
how you're gonna make Wingstop work.
Wingstop.
Wingstop, Waffle House. Ugh. Wings. Tell me what is the spin you would put to Wingstop?
Here's the spin.
I would love to hear
Here's
it.
the spin. If you know your audience, literally.
I'm your audience.
I'm saying the audience that would work on. Make that literally a themed date. A theme like, yo, we're gonna hit the low budget spot. Like that's the joke. That's the theme. There's
a name for that.
There is a name for it.
There's a name for it. I feel like it's something with a flag. I don't know why.
But like
where you get like all the best. See, okay.
Here's what I
If
would
you
do.
want to if you want to hit all these, I'm not saying low budget because budget's subjective.
Yeah, not low budget, but like,
I want to say low effort.
that's
because
worse.
Low effort because it's convenient.
Inexpensive
and
is
the
what we're looking
girls
for. Inexpensive, I would say.
no, because it's not about monetary value. It's about effort. And these places, the reason why they're a no for me is because they're very convenient, and I want to feel like you went out of your way for me, because you on the first date you're trying to make me feel special, right? That's why you're trying to
You ever
court me.
tried getting a reservation for a Buffalo
You
Wild
tryna-
Wings on a Wednesday night?
You trying to court me? You want to make me feel special? I want to be made feel special. That's why effort is so important.
What if I had them bring out a bottle at the Wingstop, huh?
I don't care about bottles. I'll buy 2 bottles. See, again, it's not about money. It's about effort. So a good idea, if this is your thing and these are your places and this is where you want to go, try to do, like, we're going to hit these spots. Like you said, we're going to hit these spots, but we're only going to get, like, the best parts of their menu. And then we're going to put it together and, like, go do a picnic. That's a great first date.
There you go. Put a twist on it. Well, I've seen all the response lists of men who don't deserve dates at all. Men
who don't deserve dates.
You haven't seen those lists?
No, come on.
There's like the woman. So there was a couple.
Men don't deserve dates.
There's this one. Look, there's this one. It was the Lady Strike Back. A new list of men that have no business dating. Period.
I was just about to say that. I'm like, you know what? And also, just don't be like, if you know you cannot handle the bill, why are you asking me out on a date?
Why you
go get your finances fixed and then ask people on dates? Because that's another thing that bugs me. Like, guys are like, oh, girls are mad bougie. If you can't afford her, get out of the way. There's guys that can afford her. You just ain't it. That's it. Accept reality. Accept where you are in your life. Financially, you cannot hang with somebody like that. Let it go. Accept the fate and keep it pushing. Because I feel like that's another argument. Like, because you make less money than her, and therefore she has higher expectation of what she would like to experience. She got to come down to meet you where you're at.
How did we get here? What
no, I'm saying like those are the kind of guys, because I know guys like that. Like, guys are like, oh, she's just mad full of herself, expecting ABC. Like, no, because she's expecting it because she can get it for herself.
So
therefore she's not gonna. I hate to say the term date down, but it is dating down.
So the joke part of it, it wasn't that. It was like men with toddlers or younger. It wasn't even. Yeah,
men with toddlers.
Men that live.
Oh yeah.
Men that. So I don't deserve to date if we were to break up because I don't have a toddler, but.
Okay.
If you have a child, you don't deserve to.
No, a child. No. Let me.
If you have that's crazy.
Okay. Here's my opinion. If you have a
whole
toddler or younger, no, I don't think you should be dating.
No matter who you're, male or female, whatever.
Male or female. I'm going to tell you why. It's too fresh. Unless you guys literally have been separated even before you got pregnant. And it's like, no, that's like a super dub. But most of the time, there are still feelings there. Either, no, and I'm not saying
You can
romantic.
still date.
I'm not saying romantic. I'm saying there are feelings there. That person either gets you hot, whatever. Don't date. Sort that shit out and then bring somebody into the world, like into your world. Like don't try to do that. Don't try to date to take your mind off of your situation. But like that's not gonna work. Like that's just chaos.
Listen,
Bringing chaos.
if we're
This
not,
that
if,
that's the only
if,
reason
if,
why.
If I'm single and that baby is still in the infirmary, you could date.
That's terrible. Okay.
Thank y'all for tuning into this episode of the You, Me, We podcast.